But if you aim for 100, I want to get miya bil miya, 100 out of 100. Even if you don't get 100, you might get a 90, 95, 80, 85, 70. Or at least you might pass, because you aimed hard, aimed big. This is the philosophy of Abu Layla. Abu Layla is saying, بَلَغَ السَّمَاءَ مَجْدَنَا وَإِنَّا لَفَوْقُ الْأَذَاهِبُونَ. He's very hopeful, he's very aspiring, he has a lot of enthusiasm. He's not low morale, he's not low key and low dignity. He has a very high desire, achievement, aspiration. To which Rasulullah in a smiling way says, إِلَى أَيْنَ يَا أَبَا لَيْلَى? Where are you going to? Where are you going with the sky? You know, Rasulullah had a nice sense of humor. So he would use the sense of humor with his Sahaba to teach them that, look, you know, it's not comedy, but it's just a good sense of humor. So Abu Layla replies back to him, to Rasulullah, he says, إِلَى الْجَنَّةَ يَا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. And you know what Rasulullah said? Inshallah, Inshallah, Abu Layla, أَيُّ حِلْمٍ هَذَا يَا أَبَا لَيْلَى. Rasulullah puts another tad bit of sense of humor. He says, which dream did you see, Abu Layla? And he's implying that, because this was in the morning time, he's implying, last night when you slept, did you see a nice dream or something? Is that what you're talking about? You know what Abu Layla replies back? He says, كلا يا رسول الله. No, it's not a dream. بل حمة عالية. حمة عالية. حمة عالية. He said, oh Rasulullah, it's not a dream. I didn't see a dream last night. But this is a himma aliyah. Himma in Arabic language means the zeal, the fervor, the enthusiasm, the desire, you know, there's not a single word in English language to translate himma. Wallahi, there is not a single word in English language to translate himma. You learn Arabic language, you will love the taste of the word. Himmatun aliyah, meaning a very ambitious aspiration and goal. A desire that goes beyond the sky, all the way up to the heavens. This is himma. Himmatun aliyah. And Rasulullah smiled. And that's why in many of the du'as, Rasulullah asked us to dream big, to desire big. You know, he said in one hadith, Rasulullah said, إِذَا سَأَلْتُمُ اللَّهُ الْجَنَّةِ فَاسْأَلُهُ الْفِرْدَوْسِ. If you ask Allah for Jannah, ask Him for Firdaus. Don't ask Him for the lowest level of Jannah. You know how many of us Muslims are? No, if I just get my foot into the lower Jannah, I'm happy. If I just put my nose into Jannah, I'm happy, I'm safe. No, why are we so pessimistic? Why are we so low expectation? Why don't we have a high expectation, a high desire? That I want Firdaus, I want the highest maqam. I want the highest place in Jannah. That is what Rasulullah is saying. Is a sa'altum Allah. Look, even in the word he's saying. He's saying, if you ask Allah in dua for Jannah, فَاسْأَلُهُ الْفِرْدَوْسِ. Ask Him for Firdaus, Jannat al-Firdaus. The place where all the Anbiya and Shuhada and Siddiqeen and Hasuna ulaika rafiq will be there. Imagine, what is he trying to say in this dua? What is he trying to say in this hadith? He's saying, you know, expect big, have hope big, have a big hope and a big ambition, desire big. Don't just settle for small. And that is what people do. People who are weak, they always dream big, they always desire big. And that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. وَنُرِيدُ أَن نَمُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا. This is my advice to you, the youth. You are still studying, you're still in school. You're still thinking of a career. When you choose a career as a young person, when you choose a career that will help the Muslim Ummah. Don't just choose a career so I can get 6-figure salary or 6-figure income or 7 or 8-figure or 9-figure or 10-figure. Don't just think that, oh, I want to be a basketball player so I can get $250,000 salary. I want to be a football player like Musi Mohammed so I can have a $2.5 million salary. Yes, that's fine. There's nothing wrong in doing that, in desiring money. But don't just choose a career for the sake of wealth and money and prosperity. Choose a career that will also help the Ummah. Go out and search, what does the Muslim Ummah need today? Forget the Ummah, at least in your local status, in your local circle. Ask, what does the American Muslim community need? Do we need a lot of doctors? Do we need a lot of engineers? Do we need a lot of businessmen? Do we need a lot of accountants? Do we need a lot of lawyers? Do we need a lot of this and that? What do we need? Find out and then choose that career. Pursue that career. This is what Barack Obama did. He chose a career that would bring him to the position where he's today. And if you read his biography, in every stage of his life, in his elementary school, middle school, high school, college, graduate school, every place he was magna cum laude. What's magna cum laude? Some of us don't know that. What does it mean? No? Thank you. Thank you, brother. Brother helped us out. Magna cum laude means being first in your class every single time. Whether you're in high school, middle school, elementary school, college. Meaning people who are leaders, they not only just are ambitious and of aspiring of achievement, but they also put their effort. My advice to you, the Muslim youth in America, is start now, start dreaming big. There's nothing wrong. You know, before November 4th, no one from the African American community dreamed of becoming a black president, becoming a president of America. But the newspaper reports are saying that after November 4th, so many mothers and so many young teenagers, African American teenagers, say, hey, I can do it too. If he can do it, I can do it too. Meaning Allah has opened up the eyes. The whole conclusion of my topic today is, we need to learn a lesson from this historical event. We need to learn a lesson from the struggle of another race, another community. If they can do it, why can't we do it? And on top of that, what do we have on our side?
Allah.
Thank you, brother. I wish they said it. What do we have on our side? We believe, we have Iman, we believe in Allah, we have tawakkul on Allah, we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said? In the Hadith Qudsi, Rasul said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told me to tell you, Rasul said, Hadith Qudsi, Allah is saying that, Inna Allah ta'ala idha ahabba ahad, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He loves someone, nada Jibreel, He calls Jibreel in the heavens. He says, Jibreel, أحب فلان ابن فلان ابن فلان. Oh Jibreel, Allah loves so and so, son of so and so, daughter of so and so. So you also, Jibreel, love him or her. Then Jibreel goes to the sama, to the heavens, and Jibreel makes a nida, a call. And Jibreel alayhi salam says that Allah has told me to tell you that Allah loves this individual on earth. Just imagine, brothers and sisters, for a second, how beautiful, how big this thing is. Allah loving you, and He takes your name with your father's name and your grandfather's name. Fulan ibn Fulan ibn Fulan. Allah yuhibbuhu. Allah loves that person. And then Jibreel says that I also love that person. So you also, O Malaika, love that. So all the Malaika love that person. And then at the end of the hadith says, وَيُدَعُ لَهُ الْقَبُولِ فِي الدُّنْيَا. And Allah is saying that not only do the angels in the heaven love that person, but even on earth, Allah instills the love of that person in the hearts of others. And if Allah loves Fulan to Fulan, that person, everybody else starts loving them. Let's say somebody is named XYZ, let's say. Everybody hates XYZ. But if that person XYZ works on their individual relationship with Allah and works hard enough so much that Allah begins to love XYZ, guess what? Everybody in America will be loving that XYZ. Right or wrong? That's what this hadith is saying. In other words, brothers and sisters, what is the message in this hadith for us? We don't need to look right or left, or front or back. We don't need to look east or west, or north or south. All the places, Jazakallah khair, thank you brother. Only place that we need to look up is Allah. Does Allah love me? If people hate Muslims today, Muslims need to work on their relationship with Allah. If Allah begins to love Muslims, there's not going to be a single person on this earth that would hate the Muslims. Do you understand the formula in this hadith? This is what the hadith is talking about. Allah is saying, why are you so worried? Why are you so overwhelmed and so busy and concerned that people hate you? Have you ever worried, does Allah love you? Does Allah love you? Because if Allah loves you, the whole dunya will love you. And if Allah doesn't love you, then no one can do anything for you. It's useless. And I want to finish with this ayah again regarding hope. The biggest lesson we learn from this event that has happened, especially for the youngsters. Because in the next few generations, in the next few elections, you're going to be there. We're going to be sleeping in the graveyard, very close from here. All right? But you guys are going to be living here. Maybe we're not going to be living long enough to see the election of, say, 2020, or the election of 2024, or election of 2035. You don't know. You're going to be there probably. So in that election, at least you can say, yes, there was the first Muslim president of America. All right? Maybe you can say there was the first Muslim senator or something, or maybe the first this. Meaning we have to start struggling now. We have to start changing the perception of people who hate us. We have to start changing the mindset of people who view us as something that is derogatory and disrespectful. And we have to work hard. We have to work hard on a foot-by-foot, step-by-step basis. We can't just change the perception of people. You have to come up with ideas, with creativity. You have to think of ways how we can change the perception of us in the minds of these people who think that Muslims are just people who blow up buildings, which is wrong. Nowhere in the Quran it says violence and aggression. Never did the Rasul ever say to fight and be aggressive and be boisterous and be, violent in that aspect. No. Islam always teaches us peace and understanding. Islam always teaches us harmony and tranquility and serenity. So we need to get this message out. We're not doing our job right. And never take no for an answer. Never ever give up. Never give up hope. Even in school, if somebody bullies you, even in school, somebody discriminates against you, even in school, if the teacher is mistreating you, just because you are a Muslim, you need to get up. You don't need